a keyboard or a mouse, but there we go. It seems like we've fixed it straight away. W production team, thank you, Bournemouth University. Thank you so much. Fantastic. And the crowd going wild to see all of the runners ready. And we are now at least capturing both screens. Here we go.
Here we go. As you say, we'll wait to see what seed it will be for both runners here, who have incredibly similar win rates on both sets of seeds, to be honest. As you would expect with such a tight 1v1 record. But here we go. We're getting the first seed on the way, and it is looking like standard BT seed, I think. Sort of lines. See where runners go.
Pretty normal BT here. They're absolutely neck and neck opening this BT. Ever so slight difference in the times between the achievements, but we did not get any BT, but we do have enough for shears, that sort of stuff. We're pretty much ready. It's a beautiful overworld. We're ready to be heading towards the ocean and getting into things. I'm hoping that this kind of settles the nerves. This is exactly what you'd expect when you're queuing up the rank ladder. This is the kind of seed that you'd be expecting to get. Nothing weird, nothing quirky, just a normal, pretty regular BT seed. And obviously Beefsalad is probably well known in the community as being one of the fastest crafters out there. And I don't mean that as like a slang term for Minecraft. I mean like actually doing the physical crafting. Doing the physical crafting, he is definitely one of the fastest. I think he still holds the world record on the crafting map as of right now. And the gap between himself and Silverr is not a ton, but every second can indeed make all the difference in the Lewis Fulham Invitational.
Yeah, I mean, just sort of standard stuff you see on any sort of like RSG or rank seed, just going down, getting our flint. Then we'll be heading into the ravine to make our ideally 2x1. I would assume the runners would be doing.
I'm not sure. We've been seeing a variety of different portal setups today. It does seem like Beef is going for the 2x1, and it does seem like Silverr is as well. But I mean, I think with the nerves, with the different sense, something you might not be used to, I completely understand other runners not going for that 2x1. You know, like going for something you feel more comfortable in that you can't really mess up on a stage in front of 150 people. Remember, there's 150 people, aren't there? Thank you. Damn, you guys are great at making noise. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are in this ravine now. This is not a lovely looking nether, but I think these guys are handling it pretty well. They know exactly what they're doing, heading it towards the entity spike as of this second. I'm not sure which bastion this is. I don't remember every single seed, but we can see it peeking out over the horizon here for Beefsalad.
Yeah, it's going to be standard terrain nav here for the two guys playing seeds. A little bit of a gas moment there, and it looks like if we can get a better view of this bastion. That's stables.
Stables.
It is stables. Double goods? I didn't know if I would see double goods.
Well, there was a double triple there, and it looks like Beef is going towards the middle rampart. We could be seeing a double triple route here. I'd be almost a little bit surprised, but maybe we're going to see double triple, or maybe we're seeing some sort of double triple to good gap. But maybe that's a little bit too dank. I don't know. This is there's a lot of pigs for Beefsalad though. That is what I'm noticing. I'm able to like peer over his shoulder and look at his screen. So that's mostly who I'm commentating for. But Silverr doing something very, very similar. Getting the pigs in the hole, same sort of way. I mean, everything is pretty much similar pace right now. Grabbing the gold blocks, throwing in the trades, getting everything set up.
Yeah, and we're not going to see the sort of triple in order to good gap. We're just going to see both runners play the double triple, use the two sets of triple chests here, likely to get your obby from this, to get your arrows, to get your crossbows, you've obviously seen, and get a ton of pigs in on 8 gold blocks, which should be sufficient enough for both runners.
Let's hope so. These guys are very, very strong. So if we do end up with low explosives or something along those lines, they're probably going to be able to deal with it very nicely. We can see a lot of inventory management from these runners right now. Silverr already ready to pearl hang away, but not collected enough pearls as of this very second. And we're going to spot that he's going to grab some more in a few seconds, though. These guys both doing absolutely fantastically in this seed. 350 in so far, and pretty much ready to leave. But we do have really not the most pearls, I don't think, unless we see some more in the inventory. It looks like, okay, just over a stack, I think. Not absolutely horror for these runners, but you always love to have more pearls. Helpful to be thrown around, making sure that you've got all of the pearls for 0. We've seen that already.
Ooh.
Kapow had to deal with a 1 pearl back 0, or sorry, 2 pearl back 0, which is less than ideal for sure. But these runners now trying to grab all the chests, trying to look for all their stuff, but Silverr ending up having to force the gap here.
Yeah, early play to do so as well, and that's the thing. You want to try and like preempt what you got to do. As we actually see Beefsalad leaving already, so he must have gotten his trades quite quickly, gotten all that 20 RB, get your string, get your pearls, and he's already out. So if this is sustainable, hopefully no death resets. Already going to be in the fort before Silver's even left. So this is quite the time swing for Beefsalad there, and he's already at the spawner. This is very, very fast from Beefsalad, as we've just come to expect, really. You know, that PB difference is really playing a part.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, Beefsalad is substantially in the lead right now. But I do worry about his explosives and his pearl situation. It does seem as though Silverr is also ready to leave and heading into the fortress as we speak. So, you know, I wouldn't say these runners are neck and neck, but they're not too far apart, you know? And I do know that Silverr has a hell of a lot more trades. So probably has more of the bed side of things, more of the pearls side of things. I'm not sure exactly how many Beefsalad has. I'm not gonna look in his inventory right now, but it does look as though there are a few differences. Of course, Silverr having to force the gap does mean that he's going to be a little bit slower out here, though.
Yeah, Beefsalad already blinding here. Going to be Ocean Blind to get the eye zoom. One thing I also noticed is that Beefsalad has 3 fish left. Silverr has 2. So that could play a part, especially if Silverr needing to eat another one. And meaning Beefsalad's going to be at a 2 surplus. So we might have to see a death reset here from Silverr. Probably likely going to be in the stronghold in the corner of the portal room. So it shouldn't actually be too much of a time loss. But you never know. You might end up purling into like a hoglin. Or that. That could happen. Have we started Commentator's Curse early? I didn't realize I was doing that sort of thing still, to be honest. I thought my days of that were over. By the way, whoever actually just panned to Silver's camera there full screen, can we give them a raise? That was brilliant.
Yeah, while Ben does say that, thank you very much for, obviously, Bournemouth Uni and the Bournemouth Uni production team doing absolute work behind the scenes right now. Massive thank yous to those guys. And you're allowed to cheer for that as well, rather than just... Sorry, they are kind of terrible jokes. I apologize, but, you know, it's how it goes. Yeah, absolutely different ways of playing this seed right now. I mean, we can see that Beefsalad does now have more pearls, but I can't tell what the difference was. Maybe Silverr ended up losing a stray trade or something along those lines, maybe throwing out a gold, because I don't think Beefsalad had to hit the gap, unlike Silverr. So there is a little bit of a gap between these two runners as of right now. I mean, a bit of a gap is probably a little bit of an understatement, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's quite big as we see Beefsalad get into the stronghold here, just about sub 8. There we go. There's the stronghold. Not start though. I did notice during that Bastion split that Beefsalad did end up like mining through a wall to find a single chest. I am unsure if there was any obby in there, but that could have been the difference. Maybe Silverr goes down in order to try and get some more obby or any more trades. Which again, like one more trade could be the difference. Oh. Playing with this crowd is awesome. You know, this is amazing. I like this. It's like I'm a conductor or something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's not be overusing the crowd work now. I mean, these guys are here to watch the gameplay, and the gameplay is very good. To be fair, let's not get that twisted. Beefsalad in the stronghold at an insanely fast pace, especially for the tournament so far. But the spikes are not being friendly to him right now. Obviously, different PC, different setup is going to make a lot of difference, but it does seem as though he's at least trusting something. But we're going to have to double back, which is not ideal. All the meanwhile, Silverr is slowly but surely gaining time back in this seed. Now watching Beefsalad here, we're just going back to the old classic nav, Old Faithful, if you will. Just trying to brute force it out here, trying to find the spike, and it does look like you got a very nice spike there. Will that be the portal room? Let's find out.
It looks very good. Obviously, as you said, new PCs, new spikes that the runners will have to get used to, and I'm sure they'll get used to it over the course of the tournament. Is an even playing field. Now, here's where the tricky bit comes in terms of the food. Did Silverr hit? This is not looking like the stronghold, as Beefsalad does end up finding the portal room. So we're going to see an enter very, very shortly, and it's not looking good for Silverr.
Yeah, this is a perfect death reset here from Beefsalad. Really, really good. Smart play of only using 1 pearl because he only has 15 while entering the end here. So as we lock in on Beefsalad, he does have 5 pearls to enter the end with, and we are having a back 1 in 8 here. And I think we'll just let the 0 cycle speak for itself, really.
Yeah, enjoy the 0 cycle. Here we go, all the way at the back. Going to be bridging over always towards the middle. This one's always going to be very tricky. It's probably the longest setup out of all the different 0 cycles. Timing's looking good. Setup's looking okay. Yeah, there we go. First bed in. Are we going to be going for bed cycle? No. I'm going to get the bow in there.
Wow.
Clean.
I mean, the +1, having a bed and an anchor there, that's the kind of tech that you're looking for. That's the kind of tech that wins you games. That's the kind of tech that you need for this type of tournament. Obviously, Silverr a little bit behind, but does find the stronghold, but unfortunately is going to fall second place to Beefsalad after this seed number 1. And we're going to get things straight into the next seed pretty much. I mean, these runners, unfortunate that Silverr, I think, missed the stronghold there. I don't know if it was a coords issue, whether it was a tech issue. I don't know if it was a, I wonder if there was something to do with the, I wonder if there was something to do with the sense, or if it might be something that he wants to reset. We can see him leaving the room real quick. Just going to try and fix that up. Obviously, needing to make sure that that's correct. That's going to make a lot of difference. Obviously, I don't think it would have made all the difference in this seed specifically, as he was pretty substantially behind. I mean, it looked like Beefsalad just had more materials, even just going for a double triple versus what we would see, what we'd expect to see from Silverr.
Yeah, I mean, rank 1 trades are standardized, right? So, you know, obviously, I think there was that one chest that it might have even been 2. I wasn't able to catch you both times, but Beefsalad was definitely able to catch 1 extra chest in comparison to Silverr. If that was the difference, I don't know, unless Silverr was just not comfortable with the amount of trades he had got, which is pretty unlike Silverr if that's the case. I don't believe it's the case, but good heads-up play. These games are won and lost in moments where you hesitate. Even if it's the wrong play, hesitation is the thing that loses you the games. So it was really good awareness by Silverr not to hesitate there and go for the slower play to keep himself alive. And obviously this time it did not work out for him, and Beefsalad takes a 1-0 lead. Bang.
Yep, just realizing that I'm still the person that needs to start these seeds. Hopefully we'll have someone on that at some point to tell the runners to go. But as of right now, we are getting ready for our second seed. It is 1-0 Beefsalad in our best of 3. This could be everything. This could be Silver's last seed in the Lewis Fulham Invitational. Will it be it? We have a nice overworld RP here. 36 iron, able to make that iron pick here.
Yeah, and Beefsalad, I don't think either runner are going to be looking for a buried treasure on this island at all anyway. I think that the iron amount's going to be sufficient, the gold amount's going to be sufficient. So I think both runners are going to forego trying to look for a BT. Makes sense, given they've got pretty much everything else at their disposal. Just looking like a standard BT seed here, really, and we're going to likely be entering in under a minute and get the nether splits on the way straight away.
We love to see these fast seeds. I mean, I think that's the most important thing. We love for these runners to show off and show us how quickly they can truly get this seed completed. And it's a very nice overworld. We got pigs here as well for really good food throughout the entire run. Let's hope that the nether and the end are also as friendly. No guarantees on that, but let's hope so. Let's hope that this is going to be a really nice seed for these guys. Make it all nice and friendly. I mean, we're going to see them entering the nether with basically everything that they're going to need for the entire run in, like about a minute and 10 seconds, a minute and 20 seconds probably, which is fantastic. Let's see how close this bastion is. And oh my gosh, that was almost a big moment there where Beefsalad maybe having a little bit of a misclick, but wow, really close bastion. Fantastic nether spawn.
I mean, this is exactly what you want. Again, Another stable's only going to be one triple, so presuming both runners are going to be setting up for triple down to both gaps here. Obviously hoping for good gaps on either side. Yeah, could have been very costly for Beefsalad. That could end up costing the game. One thing I would like to mention within the start is that these runners know it's going to be a quick start. So being able to go and get those extra blocks of wood is, especially with the golden axes, are going to be very nice. And I mean, it makes sense if they're going out the way to get the food and get the pigs. It just makes sense for them to not have to worry about any blocks, or, you know, they don't have access to shears either. Oh, this is getting rough for Beefsalad here. Very much in a pickle here. Oh, there we go. We're going to make our way ourselves out of it safely.
And we're going back to last year. We're trying to force pigfall again, bro. It's the route that everyone loves to hate and hates to love. But I think, quite frankly, everyone just hates it. Is the better reaction that I would have. It's a pretty god awful route, but it's something that you have to do when it's required. When you have to, you know, there's no choice in that situation, because you're gonna die. Like, dying on a seed is gonna be as bad as it can possibly get, basically. So Beefsalad able to get all the pigs in the hole one way or another, but it does seem as though Silverr has a ever so slight edge on this seed, with the advantage, just even with the pig numbers, with the pigs in the correct hole, knowing what to do afterwards. It's very friendly. You know, we can see Beefsalad having to kill a pig here could make a lot of difference when it comes down to trading.
Yeah, I mean, Beefsalad had half his pigs stuck, unable to trade for a good, like, 20 seconds there. So that's probably about, I don't know, probably like 15 trades we're not getting access to quicker than the other player. That's going to be about 15 or 20 seconds, there or thereabouts. And it could make all the difference for Silverr getting towards faster split times and getting to the fortress a bit quicker. Also able to route the Bastion throughout, find some chests, get some more obby, maybe get some more iron, because, you know, we're currently on gold axes. The iron axes might be crucial towards the end. I see Silver's got one already. And that just could be the difference. Maybe Beefsalad spends a few extra seconds crafting in the fortress.
Yeah, I think that Silverr is ready to leave, though, and I mean, he's yeah, already here. We kind of have to crane our heads a little bit to be able to find exactly where these guys are in the seed. And Silverr is looking like he's ready to leave, at least, but he's trying to check chests on the way. Do we have all of our obby? Do we have all of our materials that we do need? Let's find out. I very much hope so. It looks like Beefsalad's still a little bit short on obby there. Gonna go grab the backups while he waits.
Yeah, so a little bit of an awkward leave there. It was kind of just, I can pearl into lava, or I spend 30 seconds running back and going throughout the good terrain way. And he seems to be doing that, although he's back in the Bastion here. So it'll be interesting to see how Beefsalad navigates that. It's just gonna build out through the lava and try and find some terrain.
Yeah, I think it's smart, and I think he's able to do pretty well in this situation with the pearl hang. Going to try and head towards the fortress quickly, but of course, second at the moment to Silverr, who is in the fort first and going to find our spawner. From the overworld, it was looking like a beautiful, beautiful run. But unfortunately, after a bit of a slower Bastion than these guys are used to, the pace has significantly slowed. Silverr with a double blaze bed, though. So in my mind, he probably has enough for a comfortable zero cycle and such.
Yeah, especially with the double bed. I mean, you don't want to be wasting 2 explosives on being able to mine this quicker, per se, than having the zero cycle done a lot quicker. So it seems very comfortable for Silverr. Obviously, both runners spent quite a lot of time doing trades. I know, obviously, Beefsalad did because of the delay, but Silverr also spent quite a long time in that Bastion, kind of probably 1.3 times faster than longer than you normally would. So Silverr going to one spawner. Beefsalad is going to find the second spawner. By the looks of it, all going to find the same spawner, and yeah, we're very close to being able to go blind hit.
Yeah, Beefsalad going with the top blaze bed there. A little bit obviously less effective than the double blaze bed that we saw from Silverr, but Beefsalad does have an open spawner, which can increase the area in which our blazes can spawn, which could make a substantial amount of difference in this situation where he is behind. You know, just getting 1 or 2 extra spawns per cycle can increase your speed pretty substantially. All the meanwhile, Silverr has indeed blinded from the nether, and Beef only on 2 rods. Silverr definitely in the lead in the driver's seat for this one.
Yeah, Silverr having to throw 2 eyes here. It'll be interesting to see if one breaks. Not looking likely per se. Beefsalad has lots of blaze spawns here, though, so probably going to be blinding very quickly. I see he has 4 rods, and we'll be blinding already. So, yeah, Beefsalad not too far behind Silverr here, but I believe he's on a bit of a rods deficit so far.
I believe that is indeed the case. And Silverr ready to leave. Lots of materials focused up. Very locked in. Both of these runners. We're not seeing any Tiger shenanigans like we did last time. We're not seeing any commentary. These guys are locked in. The winner of this wants to go on and win the whole thing and take home the Lewis Fulham Invitational Trophy from Bournemouth University. So, of course, we are pretty much ready to be entering the stronghold for Silverr. But once again, we've missed. It's one of those things. I don't know if we have missed or if we've just gone above. Okay, that's one of them. That's one of them unfortunate ones, which are just 2 blocks above the starter staircase. There's not very much you can do about that. In the meanwhile, though, where has Beefsalad made up all of this time from? What an amazing comeback. And if I'm right in saying, we are in the same spot.
Yeah, exact same spot. Beefsalad has been looking around for this stronghold enter here, whereas in terms of enters, here comes Silverr with the end enter. Just shy of 8 minutes. Is this cage? This is cage, so it's going to be quite close in terms of depending on what the 0 cycle is. We're going to see it as soon as we get out. Wondering where it is at the minute. Is it going to be back? Is it going to be all the way at the back?
Wow, it's another back 1 in 8. Oh, it's not a 1 in 8. Sorry, I'm trying to see from the side here. It looked a little bit 1 in 8 to me, but I'm stupid. So, but he doesn't get to the setup in time. Breaks Crystal, and all the meanwhile, Beefsalad has indeed entered the end, and it could make all the difference. This could be the end of Silver's run because of that. But Beefsalad misses the pearl clip the first time. Is he still going to push it? Does he have food? He has 1 pork chop still, but he's not going to, and we're going to have a classic perch race. Wow, the crowd are loving the perch races. Both of these runners going to be going for the half bow, and it can come down to this. Beefsalad, of course, 1 seed to the good here in our best of 3. If Silverr doesn't get the perch first, it could be all over for him.
It's all over for him.
That's a shocker. That's a doom zoom. We can't be doing that, production team. We can't be having a doom zoom on the runner that's just died there. You got to feel for him. And Beefsalad just substantially at the center, waiting for the perch as we speak, and it can take as much time as it needs to, pretty much. That is such a weird scenario, and it's probably, again, one of those things, the adaptability of these runners. Can they adapt to the setups in person? Do they know exactly what's going to happen? And Beefsalad gets faked out by a perch there, and only 4.5 hearts left. Does he want to pearl in when this dragon does snap?
I mean, it's technically doable, right? Like, Beefsalad has half the armor, so it's like, if you want to go for a 4-bed, quite likely you might survive it with this armor. I'm going to assume Beefsalad has no food here. So probably just going to be anticipating this and running in, and yes, he's doing so. Are we going to get the perch that could potentially send Silverr home? Oh, are we going to get faked out? Oh, we're going to get faked out. Are we going to get faked out? Oh, we got the perch. Here we go. Standard setup for Beefsalads. Enjoy the 1 cycle, everyone. Who said no?
Definitely George.
Definitely
George.
And there we go. Yet another 2-0.
And let's make some noise for Silverr as well. It's an unfortunate one. It's a 10:41, I think, actually, both times. I mean, very consistent from Beefsalad. Unfortunate not to be able to go for the 0 at the end there, but you have to feel for them both. A very, very tough situation, and Silverr being ahead, but not quite able to finish things off. So I'm going to go over and give an interview for these guys, and then I'm going to leave the stream in the trusty hands of 2 of my commentators, because I'm not going to lie, for seed number 4, I really need a pee. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna let them take match number 4, which is arguably one of the biggest ones. Monkey versus Hacks, one of the most anticipated quarterfinals. But let us go and quickly talk to Beefsalad and Silverr. I believe you're staying here, so I'll give this to you. Cut it up when you want to go on.
Yeah.
And here we are. I'm going to get the 2 runners to come down for the next one so that they can get set up, or at least one of them until we wait for when Mungi's back, I guess. But as soon as we can get that setup started, the better. As of right now, we are going to let these guys finish the teardown of their setup. Obviously, lots of keyboards, mice, all of that stuff has to change between these runners. They've got different differences that are going to make a lot of changes between the runs. We don't have to go over the sensitivities and the hotkeys and the keybinds and all of that stuff once over again, but I've already said that 100 times. So, as of right now, Beefsalad, welcome in. Congratulations on the 2-0 victory.
Yeah.
I haven't even asked you a question there, and I'm giving you the microphone. How do you feel after that one?
Good. I mean, I think something might have happened to Silver's Ninbot in the first seed or something. Because he was finding Stronghold for the rest of the seed, but I think I played fine on the second seed. I had like an awkward situation in the Bastion and made up a lot of time after that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like you played really well. Silver, commiserations, obviously. Yeah, come over here a little bit more. With the first seed, was that an issue with the Ninja Brain bot, or was that a mismeasure? Do you know exactly what happened? It took a little while for you to get to the Stronghold.
It was Jingle. For some reason, it just wasn't inputting, so I just had to select my hotkey, and then after, I don't know why I didn't hit Stronghold. I was on Y41. I was at the right chords, but I just didn't hit, so I had to mine in. I don't know. It's just like whatever, right? Like, it's just, I don't know. There's not much, like, I feel like, I don't know. I just played worst. It's fine.
I mean, one of the big differences I think with the first stables, I want to say, is that you both went to play double triple, and I don't think you hit a gap, Beefsalad, right?
No.
Yeah, and Silver, you did hit a gap, I believe. Did you not get enough?
I had 16 obby and 19 pearls.
Yeah, I just got an obby chest, the top double.
And there we go. Like, there's that sort of thing did make about a second's difference. Obviously, it ended up with Beefsalad pretty much comfortably taking it towards the end of the seed. And as of the last perch race, there was just Dragon's Breath. Was that just like a misclick or a? Yeah, you can hold it, bro, if you want.
Sure. No, I just suck. I mean, I want to blame it. I want to blame it on 60 hertz because, like, I feel like I can't, like, see the game right now, but it's fine. Like, whatever. It's fine.
I mean, it's one of those things. Obviously, we don't have the absolute perfect setups. We can't transport them from your guys' houses. It would have been great if we could, but, you know, that's a topic for another day. I don't know how we're going to ship your PC over from Canada. You know what I mean? But for now, a big thank you to the guys. I'm still waiting for the runners to come down and start their next setups. Please. Yeah, hey, I can only buy us so much time, so please get to setting up. We can step forward for a second. But for now, I can, unless there's anything else you want to say, Silver, because obviously this is going to be probably the last time that we see you in this tournament. The chat is there, so if you want to